We're speaking to Shah this morning. Thank you so much, Shah, for speaking to us on the Light Breakfast.
No problem.
Now, Shah, tell us about your life before you met your ex.
Oh, okay. Actually, I was quite in a very depressed kind of state because I was 26 back then, and my family is very traditional kind of family, which they believe when you already reach 25, you have to get married. You have to get out of the house. You can't stay and stuff like that. So my mom, my aunt, everyone was like, when are you getting married? Blah, blah, and all. And that time I was single after my first breakup. I was single for about 2 years plus. So they were literally pestering me. Every time when I go back, they'll be like, so you found someone? So you have a boyfriend? And stuff like that. So it was very depressing, single, solo life like that. So I was literally looking for someone. And that is when I met my ex.
Okay. So this ex was not introduced to you by your family. It wasn't like an arranged marriage.
Before I met him, my mom proposed a few alliances for me. Like, I think if I'm not mistaken, 6. Out of that 6, 4 I rejected. 1, I don't know what happened. 1 guy rejected me because he said I am a degree holder and he just completed his diploma, so cannot. And the 4,
okay.
Yeah, he said like educated girls will never listen to the guy, so I'm not marrying her. And I was like, what? Okay, never mind, it's okay, thank you very much. None. That 4 which I rejected, I didn't really like them. And plus, Indians, they'll see your horoscope, whether the numbers are right, whether they will make sure that we have 10 points ticked kind of thing.
Okay.
If you have 10 or maximum 8 or 9, then it's a good match, or else it's not a good match. So that 6 didn't work out. And that's when I met, actually, he was my best friend for the past 10 years.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
I know him since I was 15 years old.
So he was around.
He was around throughout my up and downs. He knew all this, what was happening.
Right.
He was always there. Like, I know whatever happened in his life. He knew what was happening in mine. Our families were quite close and things like that.
So how did that switch happen from a best friend to become a boyfriend at the time?
Oh, it was my friend's birthday. We have mutual friends. So it was my friend's birthday. I still remember it was 18th September last year.
Wow.
Yeah, 18th September last year. It was in Bangsar. So we went to my friend's birthday party. We were chit-chatting and stuff like that. So after the shops closing down, we were by the roadside. We were talking up to like 5 a.m. In that one particular conversation, one of my friends asked, why did you guys actually break up? Because during schooling time, we were actually couples. When we were 16 years old, we coupled. Not 16, 17. We coupled, but we broke up somehow because we were kids and we were not serious with the relationship.
Right.
We broke up and we were best friends since then also. So my friend asked that question and that actually triggered us. And we were like talking the whole night. I was like, what made us actually break up and stuff like that? And out of nowhere, within a week, we decided, why don't we just couple? And he approached me. And I said, okay, why not? Because my mom is asking and he's someone that we all know and he's very close to my family.
All right, so it went from friend zone to end zone.
End zone.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so from the time that you guys coupled up, how long were you guys together
6 months.
before he actually proposed?
No. Right after he proposed, like after this incident, the friends meeting incident, within a week he proposed.
Wow.
Yeah, within less than 2 weeks, I would say, he proposed. And then after he proposed, the 4th day or the 5th day, we decided to tell our families. And we went and told and we decided to get married. So the entire wedding arrangement was done within 3 months.
Were you
Not
shocked?
3, 2 months later, yeah.
Weren't you shocked that he proposed so quickly?
Because he's someone that I really know. So I wasn't really shocked because we liked each other. And when he proposed, I thought he was serious. I mean, he was literally serious back then. And he spoke to my mom and all, and they saw horoscope and stuff like that. It was pretty good. So we decided to just get married. I just wanted to fine, I got someone, I can just get married and sort this thing,
Okay.
Wow,
Yeah.
I feel like you look at marriage at a different
I was like
and
at
a
a
different
point that
perspective at that
he's
time.
my friend, and the marriage part is just going to add another sign or another trademark to it. No, a friend becoming husband. That's it. Nothing else going to change. We're just going to be the same.
You're still going to be best friends.
So
Okay.
Okay.
So you were already working on wedding preparations at the
Yes,
time, and you're
yeah.
saying 3 months.
3 months. Like I think we coupled in early October, like proper couple, when we say I love you, and we coupled somewhere in October, and then November families met, and then we decided to get engaged first in March, and then due to MCO and all, we got to postpone to August, and the wedding supposed to take place next year January. So 26th August was supposed to be my engagement. So the engagement ring was done, and Indians, they have a lot of things to do. They have you have to do your tali, and you have to like pay for your temple earlier and stuff. So it was all paid,
Wow.
and I just called it off.
You called it off.
I called it off.
Why?
Yeah.
Somewhere in June, out of nowhere, I had this friend of mine. She was like my best friend. She came, and like it was a Friday. It was super busy day because I was like haywire here and all. I went back home super tired that day, and she was kept telling me, she was pestering me, calling me, I need to talk to you. I had 2 best friends since schooling. There's 2 girls. So they were like keep calling me and stuff like that. I was like, what's happening and all. They called me up. They were on conference, and they asked me a question. How much do you trust your boyfriend? And I was like, why are you asking me that? I said, I really trust him. And that is the day that my engagement ring and everything came over, like my mom was super excited about that, and this scene is happening. So they were asking me, and I was like, why are you saying that? Oh no, you don't trust your boyfriend. She told me. There's one particular girl. She told me, don't trust your boyfriend. I was like, why I shouldn't trust him? Then she was like, no, I can't tell you, but you don't trust him. And that annoyed me to the max. I was like, you better tell me what's happening. No, it's annoying me. Then they were like coming up with some drama and all. I said, no, I'm not like going to be listening to you.
Yeah.
Because he's somebody I'm going to get married. If you're not going to tell me what is it, I'm not going to trust you. And she said, no, I can't put my life in danger and all. He's threatening me and stuff like that. I got super annoyed. I went to his house and it's like, you know what? This girl is telling me this. What's happening? I asked him. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And he is the one who showed me and all. He wanted me to read the conversation and all, but I said, no, I'm not interested. Are you guilty of what you did? I asked him. And he said, yes, I'm very guilty. I'm sorry about it. And this happened somewhere in March. So you literally hide something for past 3 months. And you were very happy with me. That means you were not real with me. I couldn't take it. I was like, this is not happening. If you can hide something like this to me right now, you will definitely hide bigger things from me later on. So let's call this off. And he said, no, this is just like for fun. I didn't mean it. I was just playing and stuff like that. I said, this is not something you should play. You're playing with my feelings. You are literally doing things behind my back. I was very upset because my parents were divorced. My dad cheated my mom. So when the same thing was happening to me, I felt broken. I was like, although it's not a big thing, when I look at it again, it's not super big thing. It was just a chair, and I don't know what was the reason they did. But at that point of time, I was very hurt. I was like, another man in my life cheating me? No, I'm not going through this again,
Right.
What if he do the same thing like what happened to my mom? How am I going to face that, So I called it off. I came back home. The best part of this entire thing was my family. They were super supportive. They understood what I was actually going through. So I was very bold to take the decision that time because I really didn't want to get cheated again in any point of view. I don't know whether he will do it or not, but I didn't want to start up a life with that thought of him doing things behind my back. I'll definitely have that in my heart, And let's say in future, if he's coming back home late or if he's going out somewhere,
You'll have doubts.
I'm
that
a human
distrust,
being,
right?
Yeah.
That is it called a mistrust or distrust?
Mistrust.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
And you don't want to start a wedding,
Yeah,
a
I didn't-
marriage.
I
with
was like thinking,
mistrust.
I spent almost almost 15 to 20K. I would
Wow.
say, yeah. Indian wedding aren't cheap. So I finished my savings. finished because we bought a house together also in this
no.
time period. So a lot of things. And the only thing that I thought was I'm going to live another 30-40 years and I don't want to suffer that 30-40 years. This money or whatever it is, I can earn back. It'll be difficult for me. I'll really have very tough time in another few years, but I can overcome this. I'm not going to screw up my life by just trusting you right now and moving on, Like a lot of people, my cousins, everyone came and scolded me. But my mom, my siblings, all three of them, they just told me, if you're not happy with it, if you think that the guy cheated you, let them go.
There's so much that happened in 3 months.
6 months.
But you bought a house together. You met each other. And after, there's just so much, Maybe it was just too quick.
Sometimes, I didn't see it quick because he was very confident in whatever. It just we were ready to get married. And nothing was wrong with the relationship, everything was fine. To a point, this girl just came up and I won't blame her if this guy never gave her that space. She wouldn't have done that. Where was your brain that time? Why did you have to lie on her and,
But has forgiving him ever crossed your mind?
I did forgive him a long time ago. I mean, I think a month ago, I forgave him. A month ago, I did forgive him and I told him, I forgive you, but I will never forget what you did.
Right.
Because I didn't want to have the grudge. I'm not a person who keeps grudge. I don't believe in keeping grudge. So I forgave him. I said, I don't know what crossed your mind that time, but don't ever repeat this to anyone else because it hurts.
Yeah.
It really hurts. And he has moved on. That's the best part of it. That's the best part because we had I told you we bought a house together, so I had my lawyers to get things done in an official way. So I met him and he showed me few signs that he has moved on. He brought a girl and stuff like that. So I'm like, wow, I'm happy for you. You have moved on. Wow, okay.
He already had another girl.
Yeah.
It's not that girl.
No, not that girl.
How about you? How long did it take you to
I
accept this? Or grieve over this relationship? I don't think
so. I'm over about it. I've never moved on yet. I'm not done with it. I'm still why did he actually do that? What made him to do that? Where did I go wrong? What is
even
lacking? Now? I feel that at times, I cannot move on that far because I was all ready to be married and become someone's wife, I grew up in a very difficult situation. My mom is alone and I have 3 younger siblings. So it's not a difficult life I went through. And for me to go through this breakup is a huge thing. So I'm I don't want to trust another man yet. But I'm not saying that I won't trust them at all. But not anytime soon. Yeah.
Okay. But I mean, I'm sure it was important for you to find this out before the wedding, right?
Yeah, I was actually very happy that I actually found out very much earlier rather than very close to the wedding where I might not have a chance to call it off or, Indians will be I still remember my uncle 2 weeks before my engagement because my engagement was super close. We told everyone, all my cousins were invited, everything was done for the engagement. Wedding was still only a few things. My uncle came and told me, it's okay, everything is done, just change the guy. I mean, the guy is not there. We'll get you another guy, you can just replace him. And I just gave my uncle that look. I was like, are you kidding me? You think I can easily go and get married?
He was just kidding though, right?
No, he was very serious.
Really?
He had few guys. He told my mom, no, we have to get her send her off, But my mom was very supportive probably because she went through that. She got dumped by a guy before. So she knew and she didn't want me to go through that again.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's the most difficult thing during a breakup is to explain to family and friends, especially since you're so close to your engagement at that time.
Yeah.
But I'm happy that your family was supportive.
Yes, my
but
immediate family were,
yeah. But how did you have to explain to all your other friends and
I just
families?
told them one thing. I don't think so I'll be happy because the thing will be inside my heart. And I can't lie to myself and live the life. You have to be bold when you want to take major decisions. If you can't say it out, you will be a coward throughout your life. So I chose to be the one voicing it out, and I don't care if you're a man or if everything is done. So what? Like, I don't want to suffer. If I'm going to suffer, who's going to come and help me later on, right? I rather like tell it now itself.
But you told everyone what happened specifically.
I didn't want to talk bad about him, because somehow he's going to get a life later on. Somehow someone going to get married to him one day, and if that person get to know about all this, they might not trust him. So I just said I have misunderstanding with him. Things doesn't work with us. Only my immediate family knows the exact thing which happened, and my close friends, only they know what actually happened, the real thing. The rest, I even told my mom, if at all my uncle who are very close to us, like my mom's brothers, if they ask also, you're not going to say what happened, just tell things didn't work, and I feel that I won't be happy in the marriage. Somehow, he has to live on.
You're still taking care of him.
Yeah. I just
If it happens to me, I want someone to treat me that way. So if I don't do that to others, then I won't get it. No, I believe in karma. What you do, that's what you get. So I'm doing good things, so I'll get good things. If he does bad thing, he'll get bad thing.
Okay. You said your mom was very supportive, and she's been through this. So what was her advice to you when you told her about all this?
She told me, I'm giving you another. And first she came and asked me, like, I understand you're going through all this, but don't tell me that you're not going to get married at all. And I was like, not so soon. Then she was like, okay, you take 2 years lah. Then after that, you'll find someone and get you married, okay? I was like, why are you telling me this? Then she said, no matter what, you need someone in your life. Men can sometimes hurt you, but not all men are the same. I chose the wrong man because I had signs, but I didn't follow the signs. You had the sign and you followed it. Then in future, you'll get someone better. So look for the right one, get to know them, and then get married.
But to you personally, Shah, how important is marriage?
I strongly believe if the two souls are not connected, if the two souls are not ready to commit for something really serious, they should not think about marriage. Marriage is something very divine. It's not only about you, it's about your family, and if you're going to have kids, raising kids is a big thing. You can't raise them just like how you raise a dog or a cat, You have to raise them from your stomach. So it's different. So I think two souls has to be connected in order to start up a life, and they have to really plan things out, and you just shouldn't get married for the shock of getting married. I think I did that mistake at a point because I was being tortured to get married. So I was like,
You were being pressured.
fine, I want to get married, done. I think after this I won't do that. If I really want to get married, then I'll get married, and I'm not gonna waste money on getting married. I'm not going to do that. Probably I'll just do some simple ROM and I'm done with that. No more money, man. No.
Did you not get any kind of refund back at all?
We couldn't get most of it because of MCO. Because temples and all. And I was like, I have to lose this money, and fine, it's okay. Lose it.
It's an expensive lesson to learn.
Yes, super expensive.
What are some of the lessons that you've learned after this incident?
I also learned not to jump into a relationship so quickly. A very important lesson that I actually learned was to like a person before falling in love. Like a lot of us, we meet someone, we get that spark or whatever, and we quickly say I love you and we go into a relationship. I think we forget the process of liking the person. During the liking process, you will literally know who the person is. You know what they like, what they don't like, and liking is like literally having crush on that person and building it up, and that process has to be very long. Nowadays we don't do that. We straight away go into a relationship. So I think I'm going to do that first, like really like the person for a very long time, and then fall in love.
What if the next person that comes in, because this one was a little bit of a disaster, right? You say he wasn't serious about it. Now you want to be serious about this, and then you want to have a small wedding. Not everybody wants to have a small wedding. People want it big. Let's say the next person that comes along and you fall in love with this person, but let's say he's divorced. Let's say he has kids. How does that change things for you?
I don't mind actually. I am a person who doesn't mind all that. If you love the person, you have to love him, love everything around him. If you love a married person, that means I would be aware that he's married. I won't be simply going and falling in love with
not
him.
married, but he may be divorced already.
Yeah, divorced man. Yeah, I mean, like, if he's divorced, before even dating him, I will know that he's divorced. So I wouldn't mind. But my mom will kill me.
But will you try to find out why he got divorced in
No.
the first place?
No,
No?
I won't. Whatever happened in his
But
past
what
is
if it's
his
also
fault.
infidelity? And
I
you're
don't know. Maybe it's more of me, of a person who doesn't like to ask what happened in your past. I want to know whether you can keep me happy and will our future be bright. So I don't want to bring back all that sad thing. If like a guy comes and asks me why you called off a wedding and all, I have to like explain to him the entire thing, and that's very bitter for me, you know.
Okay.
So I don't want to give him that thing also. There must be a good reason for him to be divorced. And if the kids are being with him, I'm very sure he must be a responsible father to take a full responsibility on the kids. So I don't mind, but my mom will kill me, so I don't think so. I'll take the risk.
Really?
Yeah, she would murder me alive.
Okay.
So now, are you seeing anyone? Are you a little bit more wary about giving your heart out to someone now?
Of course, I'm very worried. There's few people who are approaching me, but I told them, you know what, I'm not ready for this. I am really not ready. I don't mind being friends with you. I don't mind hanging out and knowing you. I really don't mind knowing you, but please don't come and tell me that you love me. I'll reject you. Because I know my heart. I'm not ready to accept another break so soon. I don't know whether it's going to be a break or not, but to even accept it and developing it, it's very difficult for me. So
How long though, you think?
I don't know. It can be 6 months. It can be a year. It can be 2 years. It can be 3 years. It depends on my heart and my mind.
But your mom gave you 2 years.
I don't care about my mom. After 2 years, I'll be like, can I have another 2 years, please?
Now, Shao, what's your advice to someone who's listening who might be going through the same thing at this moment?
The only thing that I would say to girls or women out there, if you ever have something in your relationship, voice it out. Till the day you voice it out, no one else is going to come and voice it out for you. If you are suffering, come out of it. If you're happy, enjoy the life. And if you have already out of a relationship, you're being depressed or whatever, don't worry, you have something better coming up. Live your life. I mean, the person who's going to come for you is just sharing your life. You have to live your life. They are not your life.
Now, are you confident that you will get married again to a good man in the future?
Of course, yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely get married. I don't want to be single and to just date and stuff like that. I'll definitely get married. Like I said, not a very hoo-ha thing, but I'll get married. Maybe for some time I'll be in a living relationship, know the person very well. I hope my mom is not listening. And then get married. Yeah, I'll get married.
Better to be sure now.
I'll get married when I really think that the man deserves me. If he doesn't deserve me, I'm not going to get married.
All right. Well, thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank you for having me.
We sincerely hope things work out for you in the
Definitely.
future, Thank you so much.
Thank you.